I am Laz. We are back in the Fortress of Attitude. And it is a great day for Geekdom, everybody. Yes! Yes, it is. Because this week's episode of Superman and Lois was awesome. Before I get into that video, I need you to hit like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell. Help me beat the YouTube algorithm. Help me make a statement. Help us grow our channel. The quote left the road, baby. I want you to reach out. Reach out. My hand touching your hand. We're going to grow this channel, baby. Together, yeah. If you will. Now, that's not really what he said because, well, YouTube wasn't invented yet, but I paraphrase. Anywho. This week's episode was amazing. Alright, so. Matter of fact, it was so amazing, I forget how it starts. Oh, no. It starts with Edge and I'm just going to call her PR because I can't remember his secretary's name. I'm just going to call her PR. They're someone in Edge's office. And Edge's like, hi. It's all POV, so I don't know who it is. I'm like, well, that's creepy. And yeah, so throughout the episode, there's a whole bunch of stuff going. I'm sweating like a Kardashian during a math test right now. Anyway, so George will go, hey, Sarah's recital is today, whatever. And because Lois plans on her, Clark, and her mousy editor, I think her name was Beppo. So Beppo are going to do some investigating because Clark, and Lois even says, Clark's a damn good reporter. I'm like, thank you, writers, for remembering that Clark's a goddamn good reporter. So they're going to put things together and figure out what the hell Edge is doing in Smallville or why he's in Smallville. And so that's like your through line. Edge buys a advertisement in the Smallville Gazette, usually to promote his Be the Best You program, so he can get more people to turn into to get possessed by Kryptonian beings. Lois goes raises stink at Edge in the Edge office. She goes, "This is not going to happen. You're an idiot." And Edge basically says, "Well, you have no proof that I'm doing something evil, so go screw yourself." And I love Edge's film. It's tremendous. It's good stuff. Edge in this show is good, very well written. Clark stops a bank robbery in Mexico, and his powers go on the fritz. Like he's doing fine, and all of a sudden, like bullets start hurting him. They don't go through him like their own people. He's like, ow, and he gets knocked down. He's lying there. And then they shoot him a bunch more times, and they turn around. Then Clark just stands up, Undertaker style. And then he, defeats the robber. He's like, I'm out. And he's wondering, I wonder if it's the kryptonite glass from last week. But at the same time, Jordan is practicing with Sarah in school, and he sneezes. He looks down at his hand, and his sneeze triggered his ice breath. Now his hand's all frozen. There's like icicles going through, and he's like, oh crap. So he calls his dad. His dad takes him home. And apparently the kryptonite gave them both like it weakened both of them. And in Jonathan's case, making him ill. And there's a shot, ladies. There's a shot of Clark putting ice on because he has bruises all over his body. So you got the actor down there, without a shirt, he's all ripped like hell. And you're like, oh, ow. So hey. And Lana talks to the Asian lady who interviewed for Edge's position. And you see her get basically transformed into a Kryptonian. And once Jonathan is basically dying, like he's coughing up, and Jonathan's like, no, I have to go to school, I have to help Sarah. And he's just sneezing up ice, whatever, and then he's getting really bad, and Clark grabs it, and they go to the fortress. And Sam's there, and Sam's like, where's Clark going? And Lois like, he's going to see my son. And by the way, you put my family, you put the ones I love in danger. When this is over, you're no longer welcome here. You're out of my life. And I'm like, good Lois. And and Kyle's being nice, like he's telling Sarah's like, no, I'm done. I'm done quick. I'm done drinking. I'm a whole different person. I'm like, oh, he's the guy who was shaking the hand in the beginning. Like, and he was, by the way, spoiler alert. So, he's Kryptonian. And once Edge finds out Clark's vulnerable, he activates 3 of his agents to go after Lois, and kill Lois. And like Kyle, like Jordan isn't there for the recital thing. Sarah's freaking out. Kyle shows up and they sing together. It's a really nice moment. It's a really good redemption moment for Kyle, but he's evil. But they do it. And he's like, whatever. And it's a nice little song. Dacky Schmacky. And I'm sitting there going, oh, so now going to cause drama between Jordan and Sarah. Fudge. But it is what it is. And then, as Lois and John are waiting for news from Jordan and Superman because they can't call him because that's why it's called the Fortress of Solitude. I'm like, yeah, but can't you just whisper? Because he's Clark. He can hear you in the fortress. Trust me. So they go there, and then Jor-El's like, we're going to have to do to your son what we did to you to get rid of kryptonite. And I'm like, kryptonite still doesn't work right in this continuity, but whatever. So they use laser beams, basically, or heat rays, whatever. They burn the kryptonite out of Jordan. He survives. The Kryptonians show up, or at least the town people visit the Kryptonians, at least 2 of them. Asian lady and some big, jacked up white dude. They show up, and they're threatening. And Sam Lane's there, and he still has his grenade launcher with the gas, so he shoots it in there, and they're coughing, and he starts beating them up, and then finally one of them gets up and just pops, Asian lady gets up and just pops Sam, like, over it, because she leaves all like that. So, Lois goes to grab the help me Superman alarm thing, but the Asian chick grabs it and smushes it, she goes, not this time! So, Jordan goes, no, we gotta get to the barn. They go to the barn, and Jordan pulls away some floor paneling, and Lois is like, wait, you stole John Irons' weapons? And Jordan's like, yeah, he picks up a rifle. And then he's sitting there, and they're waiting, and then Kyle shows up, and I was like, yeah, I know, Lana looks scared, blah, 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 I'm here to help you. And I'm like, no, you're not. And then the 2 Kryptonians show up, and they're like, oh, there they are. And Jordan fires and knocks them both through the barn, essentially. And then Kyle's like, you get a good shot, and then he uses heat vision, and he destroys the gun. Yakety schmackety. And then he goes, and then he's like, he grabs them both by the throat, and he goes, well, Edge wanted you to suffer first. Starts choking Jonathan, and then Superman comes in and just pops Kyle, like, through the barn. And he's like, what the hell? And then the episode ends with Lois looking at her father, and he goes, listen, Dad, the war John Irons warns about, it's coming. And because Sam's like, listen, Lois, you're right, I was a terrible father. My job was more important. But right now, you, Clark, and the boys, and Smallville itself, you're now all under my watch, basically. And so I think they're going to, I think the military's going to be in Smallville now. And then the help me Clark thing goes off, and Lois like, Edge. And Clark goes, flies off where he is, and Clark's like, Supes is all like, dude, this is going to stop. What you're doing right now is going to stop. And Edge's like, nah. Nah, girlfriend. And Supes like, he flies and punches him in the face, and Edge just moves and pop! And hits Supes, and Supes lands and goes, oh, what the hell? And Edge stands there, and he's all in black, and he has a Kryptonian symbol on, like on his chest. I don't know what it is. It looks more in the vein of the Man of Steel Kryptonian language, and since I hate Man of Steel, I don't know what this one is. And he's all like, he goes, do you really think I was going to give people powers and not give them myself? Idiot. And now, here comes the big twist for this episode. He's standing there, and I'm thinking, okay, you're Zod, what have you. And because Zod's been done to death, I figure what the hell. If they're using Phantom Zone people or whatever, he's Zod. And he goes, blah, blah, blah. And by the way, and then the last like, he calls. He looks at me. Goes, I came here the same day you came here, Jarrell. Kal-El. I came here the same day. I arrived the same way you did, Kal-El. And I arrived. We arrived the same day, brother. And he calls him brother. I'm like, what? Who? Kal-El doesn't have a brother. Kal-El, him. Only child in his family. At least in any continuity I've ever known. So I was like, what? But not in a bad way. I was like, what? If you're going to add this stuff, okay, fine. I still think it's odd. My roommates, I was telling them this, my roommate's like, he could be the Eradicator. Which is not a bad idea, honestly, because I don't think I've ever seen the Eradicator done in live action. So, that would be interesting. But however, I'm not sure. But once again, this show got me, the Superman fan, the guy that knows a whole bunch about Superman. Guy, if any of my nerd friends are like, I have a question about Superman, they'll call me. They go, dude, did this happen? I'll go, yep, you're right there and there, But whenever you surprise me with this, you're doing something right. And this show gets better every week. Like each week has been solid. The last 3 episodes have been just bombshell after bombshell after bombshell. It's tremendous. And I hope you're watching. I hope everyone who's watching this is watching that show, because you need to. I love it. And can't wait for next week. And until next week, good citizens. Until then, good citizens, I'll see you next week. Same last time. Same last channel.